What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel as well as on Twitch, so make sure you come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by my music, which is available anywhere you stream music under the name Aftersound, and I do have a new song out recently called Dreamin', so check it out. Let me know what you think, and I appreciate the support. Okay, guys, let's talk about Chaos Legion, because we are coming up to the end of our first season of survival mode, and the thing is, survival mode is meant to be something that cures the Chaos Legion overprinting problem and overhang that we've had, which has plagued us for the past, I don't know, I guess like 4 years at this point. So I want to show you something which I think personally is interesting, but I'm using Splinter cards, shout out to Splinter cards here, to see where the set value of Chaos Legion. Now this is just Chaos Legion core, right? This isn't Rift Watchers, this isn't the reward cards, but you can see our total set value as of today is $844. But here is the trend over the past 6 months. Now, this is important to note, okay, because you can see here where like 844, 840, the past 3 days, right, there has been a significant spike up in the value of Chaos Legion over the past couple of days. And then if you just look at, you know, when did it come out? Around this date, right? 227, 656. So we're up like, I don't know, 30% in value from that time frame. Now, the thing is, when you take the full context in, right, you can go back to, we'll just say like early February, we were up in the 700s. You could even go back to December, we were in the 857 is where I'm clocking one of these days. And the highest one is 866. And then, of course, even back into early November, right, late October, early November. And I'm just going to completely disregard whatever this spike was. So you might be looking at this and saying, well, nothing's really changed, right? Like we've seen spikes like this happen before. Maybe somebody was getting into the game. They cleaned up all of the low, single BCX amounts, or they bought all the maxed out cards, whatever it is, right? And then, more packs were open, more cards were put on the marketplace and yada, yada, yada. And you'd be right? This isn't anything to necessarily write home about. It's not like we've crossed $1,000 and we're staying above $1,000, which again, I'm just saying using $1,000 is something arbitrary because we haven't crossed that outside of whatever this outlier is. But I'm pretty sure this is probably a bug, but we haven't crossed that in the past 6 months. And it's actually been a while since we've seen like a very clear upward trajectory. Land 1.5 didn't do it. Rebellion didn't do it. Like nothing really was able to do that. But here's the difference between the last time we spiked into the 800s versus now. Sentiment around crypto is completely different. If you look at the last time we were in the 800 range, right, this was around and right after the election. And then this other time, right, was in December when things were getting into a bit of a frenzy, right? Bitcoin had set a new all-time high. It had crossed 100K. People were getting super excited. And then in January, that's when we felt the downturn, right? All of a sudden, everything and sentiment is now like at its like worst. SPS itself is like flirting with its all-time low. Bitcoin is ranging between 76 and 83,000. ETH is going home, right? Like, it's not the best of times in crypto. There's a lot of uncertainty, or just in markets in general. There's a lot of uncertainty at this point. Yet, we are seeing this rise simply due to survival mode. And survival mode is just getting started. I think that's probably the most exciting part of this, is you're seeing some massive returns. And I talked about the arbitrage opportunity here. And I do think this is a very clear sign that people are recognizing it and trying to take advantage. Now, is it going to be enough to clean up the, 12 million or so packs that we had of Chaos Legion? Probably not, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, hopefully it does, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I'm just saying that at this point in time, we're seeing a very positive sign and positive movement, right? So as it stands, we had about, like, there's 2.5 million packs burned, which means there's roughly, a little bit under 12.5 million packs that are either open or circulating. And you can see here that we're continuing to see packs get opened, right? There's over 10.5 million of them, and we're at about 1.8 million that is currently circulating, so they're unopened. But as we go through and we're seeing that people are buying up cards, they're buying the low BCX, they're wiping the max ones off of the marketplace, right? Clearing up the max ones. Maybe a lot of this is just kind of like front running what people potentially think could happen, later on this year. You're getting a lot of bullish sentiment. You're getting a lot of whatever the case is, right, around survival mode. either way, we're seeing something positive, right? The market, the card market specifically, right? Not the rest of the market. Like DEC is still at 75. SPS is like, almost back down to like half a penny. But we're seeing the card market for once kind of decouple from the rest of Splinterlands. And specifically, I shouldn't say the card market, but specifically Chaos Legion, which has always been just an absolute drag on the card market itself, right? Because I think Chaos Legion is like 80% of cards. Maybe that number's changed now, but it's still significantly higher, right? There's like, for example, there's 12.5 million packs of Chaos Legion versus less than or about 1 million packs of Rebellion, right? And Rebellion is like the second largest set, I believe. So, Chaos Legion still is the biggest portion of this. So again, I don't want to read too much into it, but I do think it is a very positive sign that we're seeing here just one season into survival mode. I think people are enjoying survival mode. They're enjoying the earnings. And if and when SPS starts to potentially rise in value, whether that's through the flywheel effect or through the market recovering, those earnings will be higher, which will in turn make people want to arbitrage the opportunity even more. So hopefully good things ahead. I think we just need to be patient, but a positive sign nonetheless. That is all I have for you guys in this video. I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.